philosopher Lao Tzu once quoted, "A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step." And I believe this is something that takes every effort. Similarly, when I was writing my first speech after my 10th standard, I took the first step and I wrote the first line on my notepad, which was, "Good afternoon, everyone." After that, I was sitting idle for 1 hour. Why? Because today, here, I have to speak about myself and my life. And I was recapitulating it. I was happily aboard in the journey to my past. So, good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am Anvita here, and I'm going to take you to the journey of my life and share a few memoirs of my life with you. I see my life as different episodes. So starting with my first episode of childhood. So I was the firstborn child in my family. I was showered with the immense love. And I wouldn't take the blame on myself. It was my parents' extravagant love that I turned out to be a very stubborn and arrogant child. For instance, if you come to my place and ask for water, I would not let my mother give you the water in the glass that I've touched. You want a flower from your neighbor's place for morning puja? Don't dare. Otherwise, I'll lie on the floor and cry. I was a very bitter person and very talkative, that one of my uncle used to call me Mirchi. But this was the part of my life I just faintly remember about, and I've just heard stories. Coming to the part that I do remember. So coming to the second stage of my life, I remember it as the duo of the windkeepers, because I have two windkeepers in my life, the two important relationships that I shared. At the second part of my life, I remember that both of my parents were working, and only thing that I had to do was either talk with my brother or my grandparents. So when I talked with my brother, I was a very bossy sister for him. I used to beat him for everything I wanted to. And when I was with my grandparents, I was a very diligent, innocent granddaughter. And I think it was planned as a part of my grandparents that they had this thing in mind that they'll transform me. Hence, they always showed compassion towards me. And hence, my relationship with my brother gradually changed, and I felt the same about him, to love him and help him grow in his life. When I was growing up, I remember the time of my school. I was never the topper of my class, but yes, I wanted to be one. I am among the people who want to shoot for the stars, but they want to sit and shoot and don't even want to fire. So yes, I am a lazy person. I am a procrastinator as a human nature. But yes, I want to do things in my life. I was among the toppers of my class, like 4th, 5th ranker. So my parents said, okay, yeah, we have a brilliant daughter. So she would be a doctor or an engineer. Those are the two streams that we have. I chose to be an engineer. Another sheep in the herd of engineers. Now, when I entered the engineering college, I say it was the time of my first flight. I flew because it was the first time I was exposed to a more elongated world. In my college, there were 25,000 students. I am from Vellore VIT, and the number of students in my college was 600 in my branch alone. So again, it was the first time I was exposed to this many large audience. It was a lot to explore, and it was so enthralling. So that time, I felt that yes, I am going to learn something. Technology was not my part, so I landed with an interview of all the companies where I can be on the part of the communicator. And today, I am here. And yes, I know that I've taken my first flight and I have 1,000 miles to fly. Thank you.